Ah. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh.
We're trying out a different thing today.
Dude, I saw Scoop Gray in the chat.
Yeah.
He's gonna come visit us in just a mere few days.
Ah, very cool. I'm trying to do a funky thing with a VoIP today, so please, if you're hearing any sort of weird echoes, please let us know. Please
This is one of those rare moments where we actually solicit, like, just keep shouting out what's wrong.
We are we're gonna try to have Justin on the vMix call feature today. Hopefully, because
Is that supposed to defeat Duckin?
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because I think he's still also doing a return signal, and
But he can at least put on headphones.
no, but I'm saying he's doing a return signal to us. He's still set up the way our old setup was, where we fed back to the other person,
I see.
and Skype was just figuring it out. So we'll see. Because there's I have to like figure out vMix's audio mixing setup with voice meters set up with our many sound cards here. So that's that. Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience. How's it going, Brian?
Dude, I'm so stoked. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. Like, this is what, we're a month into the new studio.
Something like that. I don't know, something like that.
This whole week has been just truly extraordinary. We got random guests. We have talented individuals from various camps. We have the occasional Andrew Heaton just floating in and out and so on. Tomorrow we got Brian Dunning of Skeptoids going to come join us. And what's great is I got a ton of work done today and then realized that, oh wait, if I have a question, John is editing just, 7 steps away. And I semi-jokingly said, well, go into the office. And then I realized that's not a joke. We have an office. We have a place where work gets done. It's amazing.
Yep. Very cool. Yeah, and you've got your own sort of room.
Yeah.
You got a little he shed.
Yeah.
She shed.
Well, and so what I tend to do is, in general, I like working at the studio space if it's unoccupied, because on the one hand, you have 2 open windows behind me, but that also means that I'm constantly behaving as though anyone can see what I'm up to, which is, turns out, you're more productive when that's the case. You're not just goofing around, and obviously goofing around. But then when the phone rings or whatever, I'm very quick to run out to the Schwood Shack.
Cool.
People are saying I'm out of sync.
Yeah.
You're out of sync.
Well,
the whole
don't.
system's out of sync, man.
Yes, we are aware. The thing is, like, I can try to set it when we've got. I brought in one of my little USB sound mixers in here to try to defeat some of the noise issues we were having, but OBS's audio offset stuff, I don't know how much I trust it, and so I've just changed it. I've just brought it back up to what did I put that? Oh no, I set it to 0. But also, like, we were dealing with this yesterday. People were telling us that through the Twitch app the sync was fine, but then on desktop it wasn't great. And at that point, I can't do anything about that.
So it might not even be an us thing.
And so we're talking about 10 to 20 milliseconds possibly, but it becomes very hard to diagnose that because the local recordings that I've been doing seem fine, more or less so. That's that. So, hello everybody. It's October 29th, and we're here with the Preshow. How's it going?
Way good. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll wait till Justin's here so we could talk Hearthstone for just a little bit. Get out of the system.
Okay. Get out of his system or your system?
The system. We all Voltron up, and we have a system that is shared. We have to get it out of it. I mean, granted, like, the limbic system doesn't have a lot to do with the purification of when you have chicken pox, but it just sort of watches. You're the limbic system. And,
Sure.
You have to let all the lymph nodes fight with the liver molecules. It's all science. I mean,
that's you know what? That is right.
Yeah.
That is right. Is the thing about it. Speaking of Hearthstone, though, this is interesting because you still haven't gotten on the Apple Arcade tip, right?
No.
They have a new game called Cardocalypse. Cardocalypse.
Uh-oh.
And it is basically Hearthstone. Like, it is scary how much it is Hearthstone.
Really?
But it's a single player campaign, and it's got this like aesthetic of like
There's no
90s
playing other players?
cartoons. If there is, I haven't played it. I haven't gotten to that point yet. It seems like it's all a campaign, like a story campaign, and it's cute. You play like a little a young girl in a wheelchair, and you're new to high school or new to whatever the school is, and so you guys just play cards. But then also they hint that there's some weird like alien thing,
Kind of like a deeper mystery to unfold. If you defeat someone thrice, they have to reveal the secrets of the universe or something.
or just I've only played like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But Cardpocalypse, something like that.
Oh, shoot. I will mention this again on the show, but Blue_Front is talking about showing off his founder status. Guess what?
That's
Yeah,
Twitch founders.
do you have a guess on how many slots are left in the Founders Club? Full stop. We're about to. We set a hard cap of $9.99.
Mm-hmm.
How many slots do you think are left?
I don't know, 20?
Not that close, but 80, which I thought was remarkable.
Huh, yeah.
That like we're about done. Like that's gonna be it.
Nice. But yeah, also Twitch. So if you see a little first icon next to people's names here on Twitch, that means they are an early subscriber to our channel.
Oh, right on.
And so I think you can choose whether you want to have the first or like the different colored diamonds that we have for the different lengths. But that's also it's another founders thing. There's that. So,
Awesome.
hello, everybody. So what else going on?
I don't. This is probably not show material, so I think I feel fine burning it. I'm gonna send you a picture. It's not a flattering picture,
Okay.
but it's important because I need to be able to zoom in and see if you're seeing what I'm seeing.
I'm seeing what you're seeing. Okay.
Yeah. I've spent a fair bit of time in this body.
Body?
Yeah.
Okay.
In my physical body, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And there are certain things you think you know about yourself. Okay, there you go. I just sent you something. Imagine being almost 45 goddamn years old and then finding out something about your own body that you never knew.
That would be a shock only because I feel like I do have a good sense of myself.
Right? Right? Okay, so me, in this case,
Okay.
I knew for a fact that my hair color was blonde.
Yes, you've been very. It's a dark blonde, but it is blonde.
Right. And then I grew a beard,
Okay.
and then I looked in the beard, and I looked in the mirror, and I thought, motherfucker, do I have red hair? And Bonnie, acting like it's the most obvious thing in the world, said, yeah, you've always had red hair.
What?
And I'm like, what are you even talking about? Zoom in on that shit. Have I secretly had red hair?
No, that's not red.
Wait, go down.
Give me a second.
Yeah, just in the beard.
Shit.
Like,
No,
there's definitely a smattering of gray in there.
Uh-huh.
But
None of that is red.
wait, get right in that in the tip there. That
It's
looks
dark
like
because you have
red.
dark hair. You have a dark blonde. Chat, what do you guys think?
I don't know.
Seeing some red, seeing strawberry blonde, which is a thing.
Yeah.
You can also have like different colored facial hair. We're saying not red, no red to me, it red.
What's funny is like all I need is just a, which by the way, the right answer is too many grays to figure out, and that's fine. But as long as
you
at
have
least
light
one
colored
person-
hair.
No, there's definitely a fair bit of gray coming in. But I don't know, man.
So people are saying that sometimes the carpet is also an element to this. Now, obviously, do not give me a photo of that. But firsthand reporting would say...
That was the first thing. God, I can't believe how this exactly parallels the conversation with Bonnie. Because that was the next thing that we said. And there was an examination of the carpet, and it was determined that it's about as reddish as this. I can't believe it. God, Bonnie's going to be upset. Certainly more red than I thought I was.
I think it's, well, it's rather long. It's a rather new beard, right? It's not like you're like turning tables with this beard yet. I don't know. It definitely does like have a lighter part here. I think the lighter part is making the
it's that
more
bottom
colorful part.
That freaks me out. That it's like, let me put it this way. When I saw it, this was the night that we went to Spooktacular that had a chili cook-off. And I saw it in the mirror, and I thought, God damn it, I got chili in my beard. And then I washed it off. Okay. And there was still chili on the beard. And then I washed it. And then I put soap and water, and I washed and washed and washed. And then at some point, it was only after I realized that it was not going away that I'm like, wait a minute, is that red hair? What's going on?
Huh. Well, we'll have to let the future decide.
Yeah.
On that.
We'll let
history.
Gerbs.
Yeah, we'll let history and yeah, Justin. I guess Justin can also, because also it could be a lighting thing. It can be a photo processing thing because you certainly don't look the same.
Closer and closer to a really good Adam Savage cosplay, though.
That's okay. Now we have science on this one. So if we go to images,
we'll have to find a picture of him staring into the little more.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll stand behind that. It's certainly better than I've ever been at a Adam Savage cosplay.
Though he wears the goatee, not the full beard.
Yeah.
But
I think it's the shape of the thing.
And
oh wow, man, I don't know.
You don't have the hairline. Your hairline is better than his hairline.
Wait, okay, we're not making value judgments here.
Hey.
But also it's because
I'm sorry, your hairline
my
is different
hair
than his
is getting
headline.
longer, so it does look closer to. Should do the thing where I'm adjusting my glasses.
Yeah. In any case, thank you everybody for joining us here on another spooky edition of Night Attack.
Oh, you know what? I saw that you tweeted out that it's back, but I didn't want an unfair advantage by knowing what the game was, so I didn't look. Should I know what the game is?
It's Apologizes For.
Oh, it's already back. Right on. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Whatever. It's not like, I don't know, magic education hour.
Well, I didn't know if it was, like a blast from the past, like a compliment bomb or something we haven't seen in a hugely forever time or something.
Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, it's been about a month.
Do you have any big plans for the Halloween?
No, I always forget that that everyone celebrates Halloween the weekend before.
Oh yeah, you can't possibly do a Halloween thing after Halloween.
Right, that would be weird.
You can kind of get away with that with Christmas, right?
Yeah,
certainly.
Yeah, you can, but certainly not Halloween. Halloween, especially being like, there's a very hard cutoff, and that cutoff is apparently 8 p.m. The night of. So yeah, I don't know that you get much people in the spirit, especially because like the mood after Halloween is like, so much candy too. Like I can't even do Halloween anymore, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of why I'm so pleased that we made the decision to put out the Bloody Mary video well before Halloween, because it's going just like I'd hoped. We saw we got some press coverage, which by the way,
good job, Internet on
good
AV
job,
Club
Internet on the AV Club, and then also we got digged, and I felt the power of the modern blog. It is as powerful.
It's a tough day for blogging.
As my beard is red.
Do you have any feelings on any of the GMG stuff that went down to the Gizmodo Media Group stuff? Because I grew up reading like
I
Kotaku
only
and
saw the
Gizmodo.
outpouring of 40s being poured out for it. So I don't know any of the details. But you said Gizmodo. I mean, this was all kind of a dead blog walking anyway, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, Univision. So Univision, which had bought it after Gawker as a company went bankrupt, sold the whole network to Great Hill Partners, and now they go by GO Group or something. But it's certainly a bad sign that the exec. So basically, the executives. Deadspin is like the epicenter of all this right now because Deadspin is their sports vertical, but they've always like branched out and talked about politics and culture and not sports stuff. And the edict that came down was stick to sports. That's been like the sticking slogan that everyone is definitely aware of, is this stick to sports thing.
I did see one sassy tweet where it's like, yeah, stick to sports, like a professional golf announcer and a WWE Hall of Famer and also a game show host and also, they're all Trump.
Yeah. And then the other thing was that the new executive team has been putting in these really bad autoplay, auto audio video ads.
Yep.
And all of the editorial teams had written this open letter that was posted on all of the blogs that the executive team removed from those blogs outside of any editorial control, which is against their collective bargaining agreement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So they were robbed of the voice that they perceived they were guaranteed.
That they were guaranteed,
I guess, literally in writing for collective bargaining.
And then I think earlier this morning, Deadspin had like updated whatever their top line marquees are for like featured articles, and it was all these great articles that they had written that were not about sports or
all right, Bonnie,
political.
I want you to know how much you and the chat room have in common. Well, I showed everybody this picture of my beard and the question about like, oh my God, have I had red hair and didn't even know it? And there was a little, it was like 80-20, like no, but there was 20 that said yes. And then the reasonable voices immediately brought up, and it's like, well, you got to check if the carpet matches the drapes. And I confess that that's exactly... That was exactly how it went down. The next thing that happened was my pants were down and we were looking at
Hey, before you say the word down, let's evaluate how that moment went.
wait. Oh, yeah.
That's
No.
really
I
how
pulled my pants
it
open. There we go.
Other
I
things.
indecently exposed myself to it. There we go. Is that better? Is that easier?
Me too.
Hey, Bonnie.
Chat room's like, oh my God, she saw his dong.
I love the salacious idea of that. But yeah, so so it's become this because all of the Gizmodo like editors and the staff writers there and people who just used to work at Gawker and stuff have
Did they pull the plug, or it was just a dispute, or?
So the editor or uneditor of Deadspin was fired today for quote not sticking to sports, and that has led people to think, oh man, they're cleaning house over at GO Media Group, which is not proven to be the case. But everyone is on edge of like, well, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hard Drive ran a good the video game network of Hard Times with the guys that we had on last week.
Oh yeah.
With the headline, what is it? Kotaku is told stick to Nintendos.
Because they're Nintendo fanboys,
or just like stick to sports. Yeah, it's the video game. Yeah. So it's a weird time for blogging.
Oh, just Robert Young doesn't know how this VMix shit works.
Okay, Justin, just go to the link that I sent you. I just emailed it to you. It's a direct link. You shouldn't even need that password. Let me answer my phone.
You look very angry in that picture, Brian.
Which in that picture?
Yeah.
No.
Intense.
No, scroll up on my eyes. I have kind eyes. He's producing. Do you open by you? You guys have you met before? You've never met before? This is open by you? So do the kids put themselves down to bed now?
No. I just.
You just don't care.
I-
Like what else? Here's the shotgun.
I got them all.
This is the safe word.
Penny was doing that felting,
Oh yeah.
and so I knew that she was armed and dangerous because that
I mean, first,
that
look,
injury.
It-
Yeah.
what's funny is all I want to do is enumerate all the things people would need to get through. And then
Mainly
what
that
would be
dog.
awaiting them. But then I realized that sounds like the opening scene of an Ocean's movie.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyways, no, everybody's doing great.
So, today was a nostalgic, bittersweet day for you.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody anything.
Oh, you haven't said anything?
No.
So it's still secret? You want to break some news?
To who?
The world about your last projects?
Yeah. So I'm moving. I've been in a kind of incubator space, really good. I would call it kind of intermediate space for
Intermediary, yeah.
Yeah, and been just going strong in ceramics, and but now I'm moving into professional space, and I need my own kiln. So I'm moving out of there and kind of taking a step back. I bought a tiny kiln so I can make tiny projects that will help me get my big kiln and get me working better. Back up to par. But really, I just needed more control over that process and
You're burying the lead.
I know, but
The lead is
I'm gonna.
you did your last project.
I
You're about to give notice. You're saying get bent, weirdos.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay through the end of the year, but it's kind of like at first I was just like, God, I can't wait to get out of here, and then now I'm just like, oh,
I really am graduating.
I know.
So you haven't told him yet?
No.
Oh,
I think I might cry.
forgot to tell you. Joining us live on the air from Fire. No, sorry.
No. I will. I think I'll write a letter and just be like, "Hey, I might cry if I say this in person." So I will tell you through Be Chicken and do it, and we can talk more in person. But for now, I just want to say, "Hey, this is my official notice." And
My official notice.
yeah, but I'm giving them 2 months to find some space. People to fill the space, and everybody comes in at the beginning of the year. Because they're all like, I know what I want to do.
Can I throw you some advice?
Yeah.
Avoid the words, this is your notice.
I won't say that.
I mean, instead say, hey, just so you know, I'm going to renew next month, and I'll renew the month after that. But after that, I have no plans to renew. That's better than I'm giving you 2 months' notice.
So
I once had somebody give me say, well, this is really hard for me, but
Hey,
I'm giving you 2 weeks notice. And it did not land well with me.
Yeah.
It took what I thought was a friendship and made it feel not like a friendship. And it took years for that to recover. So I would say, hey,
So
just so
I
you know,
can't renew.
just
in
say
the
I
new
am
year?
going to renew next month, and I'm going to and I can renew for the month after that, but after that I can't renew.
Okay.
So focusing on how long you're going to be able to hold on to things,
Oh, I like that.
not announcing that it's over.
Yeah. Okay.
hey, Justin, we've got you.
Yes.
We are getting your signal in, but I think you're still I think is your audio still set to feed?
I just. Oh wait, hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Now
So-
we are no longer doing that.
Oh, great. Oh, cool. All right. Hey, Justin sounds very, very good today.
Hey,
Yeah. No, I still hear my audio coming back now.
Okay, I will.
Like I have a direct 1-for-1 echo.
How about that? Did that do it?
Check. No, still hearing myself.
How about that? One more time.
Oops.
We try that again?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
sounding good? Question
Hey,
mark?
what's up? Hey,
Oh, wait,
man.
but that echoes into our thing. Okay, here. If you can settle with the echo for just a minute, because I gotta figure out this bus issue. It's not like intolerable for like the next couple of minutes.
Everything looks.
Question mark, Justin? Will you be able to?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's fine on your end. Oh wait, no, now I'm hearing myself back.
Right.
Okay. So you're saying
I need
deal
a
with
few
that
minutes to
while
figure
you
this out. Then, yeah.
Are you
Okay.
conserving energy in there on your end? Aren't y'all still having some fires and stuff going on?
Yes, and during fires, the number one thing you can do is conserve energy.
Well, I thought that was the whole part of the fires. Is that it was?
Well, no, it's
due
that
to
the electrical grid keeps sparking and starting giant fires, but also wires.
No, not even that. The problem is that PG&E, whose one job is to provide power, not only has not been doing their one job, and by shutting off people's power because they have faulty infrastructure that is not built for the very reliable high winds that come in this time of year. But then furthermore, are so horrifyingly terrible at their job that they have now, for the third year in a row, despite the fact that they've instituted rolling blackouts, set yet another raging forest fire that has taken lives and ruined property. So they're just doing great. And I think that they all deserves the record bonuses they've been getting for the last 3 years. And it certainly isn't frustrating at all.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wabbit Magic wants to know if
Oh,
you've
I
heard
can't
of
hear
Sarah
anything
Lane.
now.
One second. I think I solved it, but I do need to give me one more minute.
What's Justin? Is there a story about Sarah Lane that I should hear?
He can't hear you say that. Maybe you could say something, Brian, or just talk to the people.
Sure. I mean, I guess I could change subjects.
I'm sorry.
Bonnie,
I can't.
are you
I can't,
familiar with Sarah Lane?
I need a minute to
I
make this
remember
conversation
Sarah
literally
Lane.
happen.
She's great. She likes to give advice on the internet.
Yeah, she is good at that. Okay, people are saying that she got evacuated 4 hours after moving into a new place.
Oh,
That's a bummer.
oh my gosh! Can you imagine?
Yeah, Nick with the C says that she's fine. The pets are fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
That's good. Oh my goodness.
So,
Oh my goodness. I don't know. That would be very upsetting.
chat room. You guys know what area she's in? Merrill Barr is talking about having his go bag.
Wait.
What?
Has a modern rogue discussed the fire evacuation go bag?
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, all you guys on hashtag Team Trees, congratulations. My team Fuel for the Fire. What do you think is running that fire? There's Team Ammunition right here. Sign me up for Team
All right,
Bullets.
now I can hear.
Okay, cool. And are you hearing yourself back?
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay.
You are not kidding. That is team ammunition.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's like I don't think that there are enough bullets on this blaze of bullets. Exploding.
Sorry. Now,
I think we need more. I think we need 20 million more bullets on this giant pile. 20 more million bullets to celebrate 20 million subscribers.
was that too much, Justin? How is it now?
I'm getting an echo on you guys, but I am not hearing myself back.
Okay, cool. I will be working on that a little bit more.
Renagu says, but trees are the lungs. No. The bones are their money, but also the worms.
Also, the worms are their dollars.
Bonnie is giving me the eyes that say, what are you doing? What is this? You've seen that sketch from Sorry, I Think You Should Leave.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. I was not pleased that our friend Katie Dirks had Twittered something about last minute costumes, and it was the hot dog that there was like
The hot dog and the guy, yeah.
and the
What about
guy,
it?
and he goes, he's also dressed like a hot dog. So it was like a couple's costume, like one wears the suit, like a mustard
Right.
suit.
Oh,
and stuff.
the reference to that bit, yeah.
Yeah, to that bit.
And you were disappointed she tweeted that out. Why?
I was just like, nope, we're not doing that.
Oh,
because I
you were
could just
afraid.
see
Got it.
I
Got
was
it.
Like that's making too tasty of a recommendation there.
All right, so now I can hear you guys good, and I hear a very faint echo of me in the background. But if you guys can hear me good, then that's good.
Sounds great.
Let me see. Hopefully that works. I think I got it. I think I jerry rigged it right.
All right.
Chat, you're not hearing an echo to the chat room. Is it?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm only hearing the monitor now, which is what I would hear anyway.
Or us? You're just.
I think I'm hearing my voice over the mics in there,
Oh,
which I hear
okay.
sometimes.
So is
Yeah,
this
that's
hypothetically a way to defeat the duckage? Like, is it possible that we could talk over each other?
Ah, fuck you, fuck you.
No,
Ah,
you're gonna say that? I can't even say it.
What?
you piece of shit. Ah, dogs are fucking presidents.
What?
All right,
my
all right, here,
gosh,
let's do this.
yeah.
Bonnie, I want you to tell a personal story about a time you took a kid somewhere. And Justin, I want you to wait until a moment that Bonnie's really in the zone and then try to interrupt with a funny one-liner.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I took all 3 kids to go get their flu shots, and it was like a refugee zone because it was flu shot Saturday, and we had the whole
Vaccines are fake.
lines set up.
Were you-
And
Oh, did you even hear Justin interrupting you?
I heard him, so I should stop to let Justin make fun of me. Or
Well-
should I just
Well, first of
bully
all-
through
I mean,
and
This
give
was-
him
this was a
double
technical-
barrels?
This was a technical test, Bonnie. There was no personal element involved. We are just trying to test whether or not a vital element of the show, which is me popping in with like a 1-word funny joke while crosstalk is happening, which is something that will happen a lot in a studio where people are going to be, coming in and out.
Justin,
if that
I was-
works here, but it sounds like I might have.
I was kidding, Justin.
It was
It was a little ducky,
semi-ducky.
yeah.
but I think
It was like a duck chimera.
The fidelity of the call is so much better than Skype that, and the ducking was actually not.
Here's
happened, but
That's all just gravy on top.
It is a marked improvement, I'd say.
Here's what I liked is that I did hear Justin in this scenario, and it would be easy for me to stop. Does it make sense? What?
Brian
I
is
mean,
shaking his head
one might say that
silently.
it was always easy to stop if you were paying attention to him obviously shouting on video at times, but I feel like you get lost in some moments where you want to say some stuff and you're not necessarily watching for anyone interrupting.
Well, no, the visual clues aren't as strong. Like with you, if I hear your voice kicking in, then I can.
Yeah. Well, and also Bonnie used to not necessarily be looking directly at a monitor. You didn't always like when
Well,
you were
yeah, she was
sitting and
usually
you were
looking away from the
Bonnie
monitor.
position. Yeah.
So it's
You were,
actually
dead
better
on to
now.
Brian.
Right. This
Yeah.
is as of the past 3 weeks. This is the only time I ever could have done that.
That you ever got to see the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the next projects should be to take this bigger monitor and actually mount it up there and kind of swap that. But I've
Wait.
got to get a bigger VESA mount.
Wait, are the monitors going to be mounting each other? Are we going to have baby monitors?
Yeah, no, monitor lizards. As everybody made that joke because there was a lizard on my monitor.
Well, it's also nature, Brian. These monitor lizards, they are a vital part of an ecosystem.
That is true. Can
Like
we,
menature, man.
Hold,
It's
hold
like,
on.
I mean,
Hey,
ever
what
thought
about the
about
delay
it, dude?
thing?
Nature.
You
What
know
the
how
fuck?
on Skype it's impossible for 2 people to sing together?
Oh, can we sing? You want to try to sing
Yeah.
together?
What do you want to sing?
Know what I found out? I found out this morning for the first time. The curiosity of a 36-year-old man decided to Google whether or not the Buttress of Windsor was a real book.
And wow, is that a reference to the Tenacious D track double team?
Indeed, it is.
Wow,
Yes,
I'm
that's
with
the
there.
first thing I say to you. Where you going? Are you flowing?
Yeah.
Listen, honey.
Thinking about a couple things to say to you. Growing, showing. Man, I'd like to place my hand upon your fucking. No, yeah, you can't. It's not. They're not remotely synchronized at all. Yeah, singing's still out. Milk leg. Da 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 da. Milk leg.
Maybe one day. Although for the fact that it's been technically impossible for us to sing together, we sure spent a lot of time singing together on this show.
Hey man, look, it's just our dedication to the cause. You kidding me?
It is. Yeah, no, we just have to make it. We have to make it work. That's all that happens.
I think the singing is still possible. It just makes rounds easier. So row, row your.
No, that makes it way worse. There's no way you could sing in the round. No way. Only if you are able to totally tune out all audio input that you're receiving at the time that you're singing.
I don't know.
Stoic Squirrel's right, man. It's remarkable to me that this shit ain't figured out yet. Why ain't they figured it out yet?
It was kind of a physics issue at some point, right?
Well, but even then, like
I thought there was going to be more to that. Just it's a physics issue. I mean,
physics,
right?
NPR has had this figured out for 45 years. You just have an ISDN line. The whole purpose of an ISDN line is you have two channels, one going each direction, and it's like you're in the room with each other. Why is there not an internet analog to exactly that? It's
there probably are ones that you'd pay for, right? I don't know.
Are you telling me that the only reason we haven't had it all these years is that we've been too cheap? Like,
oh my God.
No. We definitely. I mean, at some point we probably could have figured out how much an ISDN line was and put it, but then it would be a waste of money, as we would have an ISDN line at your house that we would have used, and then we'd have to get another one there at the studio. But we could definitely do it. It's just really fucking expensive.
They're really not. I think they're $100. I had. Let me put it this way. I had one.
Really?
Yes, I had one. There was a time that ISDN was the fastest internet option, and this was 1998, I believe. We had just gotten married, and I got an ISDN line. It was $110 a month. And I got it because it was lower latency than the satellite internet solution that I had. And since I fancied myself having a chance to play in the PGL, the Professional Gamers League, it seemed like it was worth investing in. I think it's
okay. So yeah, you're right. So it seems to be a couple $100 to install, and then it seems as if Brian, the cost has come down per month. Now it is like $60 per month.
Okay, wait a minute. I never heard this aspiration of playing in some kind of. What did you say?
Look,
professional.
This is back when I was heading up the QA lab at Rockwell Semiconductors, and my full-time job was to play the 500 top video games and test compliance with their latest video card. Then why wouldn't I also, in the off hours, try to the brand new, newly formed PGL, where you could play Quake 2 competitively?
We weren't living together.
Yes, we were.
We were living together. We weren't married, though.
Yeah, well, we were engaged, whatever. But the point is you definitely knew about it, and you definitely sanctioned it. Also, that was when I sent in writing samples to PC Gamer Magazine.
Well, yeah.
How do you think I learned how to say all that stuff?
No, I don't think I remember you saying I want to play games professionally. I don't think that was a thing yet.
I am certain that I couched it as I want to see if I have what it takes. This is a brand new forming league. I want to know why
you just wanted to test his metal. He wanted to make sure that he could hack it. He had what it takes.
Ever said that? You said you wanted to design.
Did. It was a mutual decision.
No. I really don't think so.
Okay, I don't think that I went and installed an ISDN line without consulting you and then somehow hid that from you. Nor do I think that I managed to hide my playing of Quake 2 on a server called PGL1. Whatever. like I don't know. I think you have forgotten that as a chapter in our life.
I
but,
think
but I don't think
was-
I hid anything.
I think
from
I
you.
was kickboxing and working hard to support your gaming habits.
No, this was me supporting everything because this is when I took the job at Dell and I was commuting 45 minutes each way at the time so that I could make us money to get a house. Girl, you best come correct. I mean, this is me at peak supporting you and wanting to take 2 hours a day.
What?
This is me not even doing magic at the time. This is me going all in on the tech career was this window. And then it's like, well, in these 2 hours, I'll try doing this other stuff.
Yeah, but you wanted to be in tech.
Yeah. Look, what I'm saying is oh, there
am so confused.
there are chapters of our life where you kept
just
the lights
imagine
on.
the rest of us, Bonnie.
Was that? Yeah.
There are chapters of our life where you kept the lights
Give me
on.
some popcorn. I want to hear about this.
There are chapters of our life where you supported us and kept the lights on.
Yeah.
And there are other chapters where I was the main breadwinner, and that is one of
How
the
did this
chapters
get
where I
back
was
to
the main
that?
breadwinner. So what's that?
How did this get back to that? That we're in, like, who funded the family? Like, it was a thing that happened, and some people don't remember it, and other people do. Like, we don't need to get into who was paying the rent.
But Bonnie's the one that took us there. Bonnie was the one that took it to. Like, all I know is I was keeping the lights on during that time. And I'm like, no, this is definitely the time that I was keeping the lights on before I, decided to quit the day job.
But then did you give up? When did you give up your aspirations to become a professional gamer?
Oh, once I ascertained that I was not good enough.
Okay, so that was a self-contained,
Yes,
fully funded operation.
Which is why I'm so surprised that Bonnie is rolling her eyes at me and saying that she never knew about it or that it was a secret thing.
Now, wait, now, Bonnie, is it mostly that you are disgusted that Brian would try to be a pro gamer, or that you don't remember the budgetary elements of it?
No, I don't remember any of that.
No.
actually
But
cheaper
what of the two is it? Oh my God, I came within a few Quake games away from being the wife of a pro gamer, or like, oh my God, how many hundreds of dollars did you spend so many years ago?
Okay, it is possible that I was just too self-absorbed to realize what Brian was doing at the time. Like, I was definitely trying to get into galleries and working on my art stuff, and I didn't really care. It was like, sure, baby, go play your games, but yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I mean, if you mentioned I want to get this type of internet, I'd be like, whatever at that time.
Yeah.
Well, we solved it.
Yeah, so I think I might have whatevered it and not really, I was like, sure, okay. But also
that's consistent with where you're coming from, Brian, is that she probably whatevered it at the time, and that's how we get ourselves to here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
although yes, my reaction is mainly fueled by the right nowness of the what? No way! You hid that from me.
Well, I didn't even realize that there was like professional gaming that long ago.
Well, there were many failed attempts in the early days of esports,
Right.
And it seemed like at that time I was like, well, there can't be that many players trying right now, so let me try.
Yeah.
And also flat out can't do it competitively over 56K modems. And certainly can't do it over the satellite internet, which is why
what's sad is your logic was probably good. Like, if you just spent a little more time, like if you quit your day job and done gaming, you could be a professional gamer now. But instead, I guess you were doing Wednesday nights though. At that time, you were doing Magic on Wednesday nights.
Yeah. But everything else was working the day job, so
Right.
Yeah.
So you had your foot in both worlds, games and Magic.
Yeah, but Magic was
kind of not
like
as
I was
sexy
just
to you.
excited that I got to drink for free on Wednesday nights.
Really? I thought you were really into it.
I mean, but again, that's back when we had that partnership thing that went sideways. It's like, I wish you remembered our life.
I remember it differently. I do. It was different. I remember it like that. I was really hot, and I was like doing art shows, and I was spending every waking moment working on a portfolio, and then wait, was this when I was going to school?
No.
All right, guys. Hey, just give me a call in 20 minutes. Just let me know.
All right.
All right, here. I'm gonna go
wrapped
refresh
up.
a beverage, and we can get things started. Here.
I'm sorry. That was totally boring. Sorry, guys.
I
Just
think we're good to
surprised.
go. I probably should have given myself more than 0 minutes to make sure all of our audio stuff was routed because we have to.
I'm hearing a hum now.
I should have given myself more than a few minutes. Actually, Justin, you can help me out with this. I'm going to play the mailbag
Yeah.
sounder. You let me know if you're able to hear it. Okay.
All right.
Join us for drinks in the Diamond Club.
The Diamond Club. That sounds grand.
You hear it?
I can massive echo, but if it's just on that channel, then that's not the end of the world.
Oh, you know what? I know why that is because I set this up one way and now it's a different way. So you need to just get A. So what if I do it one more time? If I do
Sure.
this.
Join us for drinks in the Diamond Club.
The Diamond Club. That sounds grand.
Okay, so no echo.
Excellent.
Okay. Good. Part of this is like with some stuff in vMix, you have to you can only
Route all the different channels.
well, and you can only one thing that I changed won't reflect until I reset it. But if I reset it, you will drop off the call because you were in the software. So I will just have to spend some time this weekend looking at that. One last thing. Okay, so we do have the Patreon echo.
Now we're.
Cool. Okay, that's good. It is supposed to echo, and
So that's what will go out for everybody is that actual echo there.
Yes.
But now I can hear it a little bit better, which is
yeah. And you are also going, and it was turned up very high. It'll be quieter than that when we actually do it. But,
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
oh shit! Actually, let me see whether or not
I
this is working.
I
This was
think
not
that
working.
might be good. I guess I don't have the game. But yeah.
Yes, man. I think is going to be out of commission this week.
Oh,
because
really?
For whatever
Okay.
reason,
Oh.
this is not working. Yeah.
Well, let me. Oh, there you go. Let me make sure.
Sorry.
Well, no. We would need the voice modulation.
Right. Oh, because he died last week. That's right. I do remember that. He
died.
He did die.
He
is the
did
thing.
die. It's
And
a
then I tried to
convenient
find
time
the
to be out.
and I tried to find the Yes Woman, but I couldn't. She couldn't. Her website wouldn't load, which is very annoying.
What a bitch.
Well, so I don't.
Check. Yeah, nothing there.
Nothing there. Weird. Did it just
Nothing
break?
doing. You know, this studio here. You know, sometimes the sprites and the gremlins get in, start pulling stuff away. Next thing you know, you have no idea why things are. I had a freak out today in audition where all of a sudden everything that I was doing sounded like total garbage, but it sounded. I swear to God, it sounded like a physical thing. It had a kind of like super irregular kind of like pops
Mhm.
that would sound like a faulty line. And so I unplugged everything and then realized that it was a digital problem, which is great. When your system has the fidelity to make a digital version of
Digital.
what would sound exactly like a analog effect.
Yeah. It might be time. I don't know. I know we just set stuff up new ways for the new studio space here, but I think with all this extra vMix stuff I had to do, I might just, at least on the digital side, I think all the wiring stuff is fine, but just like undo all the channels, all the internal routing, and
Oh,
redo
really?
it. Just because like knowing that I have to like have a digital bus that is feeding to you but is not feeding to anywhere out, like all this other stuff I had not that I've just duct taped in the past 20 minutes. Just redoing it so I know what and why, because today we're running a little blind. It's working, but we're a little blind.
Well, there we go. Technical talk.
That's right.
Just so we could get things cooking again here on the comedy show.
Tech guys.
It sounds like the early days. This is the way we started every show. We'd start the show and then it would crap out, and then we'd start it again and talk about the technical problems until we got it going, and then right.
And
Yeah, we loved it. I'm so glad we're back to that.
It was charming.
I just have fond memories. Everyone remember how much fun it was?
They'd all get together.
Brian, nothing really like gets improv comedy going like technical problems. Like that really just lights the kindling for comedy.
I mean, the only thing that makes it even spicier is when people give some good-natured ribbing from the chat room with either genuine or disingenuous advice.
Don't even start. God, that is like literally my hell. That is the worst. The worst possible torment is being forced to do tech support while live on the internet. Like there's nothing worse. I defy you to come up with something worse.
In one of the Twitch channels I watch, because they're kind of new to the streaming stuff. They have someone, what is it, tech support liar, who will tell them when stuff sounds good.
Oh
My God,
it's funny. It's a good.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I was doing art appreciation where I teach like a little art lesson in the classroom, and in that setting, like all the kids were invited up to sit on the carpet, but they were like right under my feet, like so much like right crowding me that I could smell them. You know, I was just scoot back. Okay, give the art teacher some room. You know, that's my worst nightmare in that scenario.
Your worst nightmare is to step on a kid,
well,
or to have them smell your feet.
No, they're just like really scrunched in right next to you, and you're just like, here's my art stuff, and like, yeah, no, it was really. Yeah,
I can't wait until we're done with this sound pack, Bryce. Like, it really is unnerving and unsettling. And the fact that they're all just women's screams, like there's no growls or mummies or creaking, just
poor mic technique is the name of the sound pack.
Yeah, just nothing but like, this is just the solid silver sociopath special of just the realistic women's screams. Like there's no cackling or witch's brew bubbling, just actual sounds of a murder.
I mean, when you get scared, right, you
shit yourself.
While
babbling and shaking,
trying to keep a night attack afloat.
You scream. And so sometimes you just gotta get it out.
Okay, you have one Wilhelm scream, and then the rest of them are like 50 different versions of women screaming in bloody murder. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, a Penny.
Don't like it.
Okay. Well, it's just one more episode.
I know, it's one more. Look, and I'll suffer through it. It's fine. It's fine.
Not like I've been hitting it very
fine.
hard. That's the other thing.
No, but you want to know what? You have that new button smell where you just can't stop. As soon as you hit one, you got to hit all 7 of them before. And like, I just know that I've been patient with it because it's only going to last a few weeks. That'll be that. We'll be done with it soon.
Thank you for your patience.
Oh my gosh. So Penny was kind of funny
thank you
today.
for your service.
She's been like in Spirit Week, leading up to Halloween. They have this like Spirit Week so that people don't do drugs. I don't know. Somehow it's like tied together. I guess kids try drugs on Halloween. Is that is? Oh, I get nods.
That's all the drugs that they put in the candy.
Oh yeah. So there's So
that's when people start doing drugs?
I'm getting
I would
a
think
nod.
it would be summer.
No, Bonnie, look, Bonnie's trying to do material, and we're all yes-anding, and she's taking that as like, oh, it's a real thing. I happen to say a real thing. No, we're all nodding along. We're yes-anding you. We get it. Okay, look, the Don't Do Drugs week happens to be before Halloween. It's Don't Do Drugs week, so they have a bunch of costumes, right?
Right. And so today's was like dressed as a twin, and then tomorrow is decades. So she's chosen to do 2020, the decade of the 2020s, and in the future. And all day today, she's been practicing her future apocalyptic voice.
Right,
I'm like, it's 1 year.
Look, both of you guys are. I keep trying to correct both of you, and both of you make the same thing. You both insist on saying my decade is the 2020s. I'm like, no. What you do is, first of all, you make it the 30s, and then second of all, you have to say I'm from the 30s, and your costume is very clearly a sci-fi hellscape, and then you wait, and then you say the 2030s. 7 years after the bird uprising of 2027. Like you can't just give them the punchline right at the beginning. I have notes for Penny.
I hadn't heard those notes. That's pretty good, though. I like it.
So all right, so she's got a costume and she's gonna be like, "Meow, see,
Yeah,
give me the chopper, see, meow, I'm from the 20s."
Yeah. So
I told her she needed to have like do the setup, do the jokes, and then have 3 like prop things, and you're like all right, which way to Glaxnar's revenge? And then when they pause, say, "Oh, I see. It's going to take some money, will it? Well, I got plenty of bottle caps." And then she has to have a bag of bottle caps. You're like, "How many you want?" And then like have just 3 other little prop bits to go through.
Well, she was working on her props, and she had like a stuffed animal with the eye patch. I don't know what that was about, but I did have to say to the babysitter, I'm okay with her setting her clothes on fire. Can you just supervise that? And
that's
it's
a
raining
great
here.
note. Great note to leave the babysitter is please supervise the charring of my child's clothing.
I'm like, it's fine. I gotta leave. Just make sure nothing goes crazy.
Brian, what's the state of your new man nest in the old studio?
Garbage. It still has children's decorations all around it, and I haven't bought a proper replacement desk. So, like, if I shift the chair, it just everything goes whoa 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 whoa. And it's like if I scoot back, it goes whoa 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 whoa.
That sounds exciting.
I do like the fact that I can have phone calls and not be constantly excusing myself to walk outside, because it's like, but all those phone calls are like around the kids. It's like I don't want to be shouting. I don't want the kids to be heard on the business phone call, and I don't want to be shouting stuff that the kids are overhearing. And the same thing happens with a house full of people working out here. So I like that there's one spot in the entire universe where I can take business calls and give it my full attention.
Starbucks.
Yeah. But that's when I'm making drum and bass music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
Which Brian was really into when you guys first started dating and moved in together. Did you remember that when he was really
I
into
remember
drum
when we
and bass?
met. She was making drum and bass music, and I was annoyed, so I decided to make my own drum and bass music, like back at her.
Right.
What was your favorite song?
Do I need to open up the Bebop app?
No, I'm just looking for titles so people can find them on Napster.
It was called Jesus Tears.
Man, God, who doesn't remember jamming out to Jesus Tears? Those were.
Do you remember that?
Like just so
outperform-
much drum. But you want to know what I love the most about it? The bass.
Do you remember that anti-piracy measure where they would upload versions of the songs that like 1 minute into them would just stop, and then Madonna would just tear into you for being a bad person?
Oh, are you serious?
Oh no, that definitely happened. Well, there would be some that would either just be like super, super, super stepped on, which I think that was like the first way that like the audio engineers of the recording industry would be like, this'll get them. I'll make a really lo-fi version of this song they want. Oh, it'll be sandpaper on their ears. They'll never want to download from Napster again. Smash cut to me just being like, I don't care if it's from a tin can. Like, I'm really excited that this cover
is so
of
much
gin
better
and
than
juice is here.
This is so much better than taking 2 tape recorders and holding them up against each other.
Yeah, right? And then that didn't work, and so then they just had to have Madonna say like, "You're stealing from me," like Madonna, top of the world, international pop star for over a decade, no doubt in a professional studio, wasting a professional studio tech's time saying, "Stop stealing from me right now. You're robbing me of my riches."
Yeah, that was a weird time. Too bad music died and musicians are all dead.
Yeah, they couldn't
God,
afford anything after everybody stole from them.
Yeah, I know. The day the music ended is because they already had the other one before.
That's why music hit its peak in 1999, and there's been none since.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. No, there's no more. No more. A lot of people think the Kesha was there. Nope. Figment of your imagination. Check the science.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the spoken beat poet, Kesha.
Oh, I mean, yes, a former prime minister of art, Kesha. Yes, a big political figure.
You guys want to do the show?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All in.
let me hit a few buttons here, and then we'll get going with the show. Go updated. All right, here we go.